In the bottom drawer of the dresser there was a one-ring hot plate, a small saucepan, tablespoon, knife, fork, 3 cans of chunky turkey soup with noodles, and a box of crispy saltines. There was a half loaf of rye bread, 4 eggs in a brown carton, a jar of instant coffee, and a bottle of Tabasco sauce. There is an old adage, never trust a skinny cook. The premise behind this piece of wisdom is that you don't listen to someone tell you anything about food when it is not evident they do much eating of their own. When veteran actor Fred Ward discovered Charles Willeford's 1984 novel Miami Blues, he brought it to George Armitage to helm as well as to write the screenplay. Armitage quickly agreed, and he put together a script that does well to keep much of the novel intact, specifically the many detailed references to food and the cooking and eating that goes along with that. The many appetizing scenes of the characters in Miami Blues with a plate in front of them pays an excellent tribute to the book, but the novel itself is simply sublime in its delicious descriptions of all things culinary. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and even daydreams about food are delivered potently by Willeford, and Armitage brings them to the big screen with skill. Today we take a deep dive into George Armitage's 1990 film Miami Blues. This is Scratch the Surface. An important aspect of the character of Junior is that he's largely uncultured on account of spending most of his adult life in prison. In this early scene with his new girlfriend, he makes the classic mistake of ordering what she's having.
Cersei salad, Nora? It's real good, Junior.
2.
Right away.
I think I'd be better at it if I spoke thank you.
We'll take a
different
check
language.
now.
Yes, sir.
You know, like, well, Cuban also, and I think that's sort of like Spanish Cuban, but it's a little different.
Ah. Ah. This ice cream dressing is sour shit.
It's yogurt dressing, not ice cream. Where you been? Oh, that's okay. I never had yogurt dressing up in Okeechobee.
How is it?
Lousy.
It doesn't take long for Junior's criminal habits to emerge. While stealing away for a few brief moments, he breaks into the neighbor's apartment to steal some valuables and some fresh pork.
Big gun. Yeah. Smelling like a rose.
Hey, where'd you get these?
Dumb question. Are you a nosy Rosie? What the hell was that, man?
The movie's penultimate food scene is an exaggeration of the passage in the novel, which appears in a restaurant. The way these characters eat speaks of their own inner workings to the viewer and to each other.
Your fiance is the best cook in South Florida.
More taters? Junior?
But you know, I gotta get that pork chop recipe first.
No, are you serious? It's so easy what I did. You are definitely not gonna have to write this down. All it is pork chops in a frying pan. And you just cook them in their own fat with a lot of salt.
Oh, well, sure, we're good. But you know what I really like? Is native Florida cooking. Now, did you ever have chestnut batter on your pork chops?
But I never did. You got a recipe for that somewhere?
Yeah, it does. As a matter of fact, I'll get it to you. It's not fair.
There is no time for a leisurely breakfast for a career criminal. There isn't much that could get me away from the oven of biscuits or Jennifer Jason Leigh, but then again, I am just a glutton and not a psychopath.
I'm married. I am so married. I gotta go back. You like ham and eggs? Hey! Drop it.
Smells good. We gotta go for a little ride, honey.
What? What about breakfast? It was gonna be a surprise. I was gonna bring it in to you on a tray. Now,
Make it to go.
okay.
The amount of sandwiches I have eaten in my life probably total into the thousands, but I've never consumed one quite like this, nor could I in such a cool manner. In this critical scene, food is not only the purpose, but also used as a weapon in an attempted vigilante action.
Put the funny book down! Give me the fucking cat or I'll blow your fucking head off! Come on, don't count it, goddammit! Police!
Drop the gun, son. I know what it's like to be on the other end of that gun. You're making a big mistake.
Hold your fire, you asshole!
Hey, you okay? Hey, mister. Where is the whipping cream?
We're out.
Getting smashed through plate glass by a monster truck is probably the only reason to decline biscuits in favor of the bumpy bottle. This is not the breakfast of champions.
What'd you like for breakfast? You're not hungry? Okay, well, I'm just gonna run some errands and then I'll be back.
In this scene, Armitage really carries the sentiment toward food from Williford's pen onto the screen, using pie to demonstrate Susie's disillusionment with her relationship with Junior. This scene was not taken from the book, but was masterfully written for the screen, though the last page of the novel is this very recipe.
Hey, you ever made vinegar pie?
Oh, vinegar pie. My mother used to make it. I can still taste it.
Oh, seedless raisins for a start. Chop them up real fine. Here's the tricky part, okay? This is the key. You use 5% vinegar, no stronger, and just 3 teaspoons, that's all. Just 3 little teaspoons. Three.
That dessert?
I'll bring it to you, just go sit down. Like it?
This is really great. It's great! Honey. One of your best.
In 1993, my friend Sean introduced me to a film that I would enjoy well into my adult life. I even still have the VHS tape. A screenplay often shows no loyalty to the novel it's derived from, so it's refreshing to find an example that not only keeps obsession with food intact, but even expounds upon it with additional scenes. This respect for the source material, among other reasons, is why I treasure it. This is Scratch the Surface. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Susan Wagner, right? Remember me?
No, sir.
Oh, pork chops, Mosley?